Ever pondered why sacrifices are essential in life and what they could mean for us? In the grand tapestry of existence, sacrifice weaves an intricate thread. It's a concept that pervades every aspect of our lives, from the mundane to the profound, shaping our experiences and defining our relationships. But what does sacrifice truly mean, and why is it so significant? To sacrifice is to give up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. It's a trade-off, an exchange, a balancing act between loss and gain. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, we make sacrifices, small and large, often without a second thought. We forego an hour of sleep to finish a project, sacrifice personal time to support a friend, give up a cherished dream for the sake of a loved one. But sacrifice isn't just about the here and now. It carries a deeper spiritual significance, particularly in the biblical context. In the Good Book, sacrifice is a powerful act of faith, a testament to one's commitment to a higher purpose. It's about planting seeds today, to reap the fruits of righteousness tomorrow, as beautifully encapsulated in the verse from 2 Corinthians. In this video, we aim to explore this multifaceted theme of sacrifice, delving deeper into its essence and the role it plays in teaching about God. We'll try to unravel the profound wisdom it holds, the lessons it imparts, and the rewards it brings. We'll journey through the vast expanse of human experience and divine wisdom, navigating the intricate relationship between sacrifice, faith, and the divine. We'll question, probe, and hopefully unravel the mysteries of this profound concept, illuminating the path towards mastery, fulfilling destiny, and achieving closure. After all, sacrifice isn't merely about giving up. It's about paving the way for something more meaningful, more profound, more rewarding. It's about sowing the seeds of righteousness, nurturing them with faith and patience, and harvesting the fruits of divine blessings. Without sacrifice, we cannot fully appreciate the rewards life has to offer. Who better to teach us about sacrifice than God Himself? In the grand tapestry of existence, there is one divine teacher who stands above all. This is a teacher who transcends the confines of earthly wisdom, a teacher whose lessons are sewn into the very fabric of creation. This teacher, our God, offers us the most profound insights into the nature of sacrifice. When we turn to the sacred scriptures, we find God guiding humanity through the complexities of life, illuminating our paths with His divine wisdom. His teachings, etched in ancient texts and echoed through generations, reveal the profound significance of sacrifice in our spiritual journey. Consider this: God, the creator of the universe, the font of all life, emphasizes the importance of sacrifice. This is not a call to physical deprivation or self-inflicted pain. No, this divine directive is a call to put aside our ego, our desires, and our comfort in the pursuit of a higher purpose. It's about surrendering our will to the divine will, aligning our actions with the divine plan, and letting go of what we hold dear for the greater good. In the second letter to the Corinthians, we find a profound teaching on the concept of sacrifice. Here, God is described as the one who provides the seed to the sower and bread for food, an echo of His role as the provider and sustainer of life. But He doesn't just give us these resources for our immediate consumption. He multiplies our seed sown and increases the fruits of our righteousness. This is a powerful metaphor for the principle of sacrifice. When we sacrifice, when we give up something we value, God multiplies it. He transforms our sacrifice into abundance, our loss into gain, our giving into receiving. But this divine teaching goes deeper. It's not just about material abundance or physical prosperity. It's about the fruits of righteousness, the spiritual growth that comes from sacrifice. When we sacrifice, we align ourselves with the divine plan. We become co-creators with God, participating in the divine act of creation. We open ourselves to the divine energy, the divine grace that transforms us, molds us, and shapes us into better versions of ourselves. So this divine teacher God instructs us to sacrifice, to give, to let go. He teaches us that sacrifice is not a loss but a gain, not an end but a beginning. He shows us that through sacrifice we can transcend our limitations, overcome our challenges, and realize our full potential. He assures us that sacrifice is a path to spiritual growth, a journey towards righteousness, a gateway to divine blessings. So, the divine teacher instructs us to sacrifice. But what rewards does this sacrifice bring? What do we gain when we sacrifice? Are the fruits of our sacrifice worth the cost? When we delve into the heart of sacrifice, we uncover a treasure trove of blessings. The act of sacrifice is not merely an act of giving up. It's a divine transaction. We sow seeds of sacrifice, and in return, we reap the fruits of righteousness, as depicted in Corinthians 9:10. Let's consider the first fruit of sacrifice: mastery. When we make the conscious decision to sacrifice our time, effort, or resources, we are essentially honing our ability to prioritize and focus. This act of deliberate choice and commitment cultivates mastery. We become adept at distinguishing what truly matters from what merely seems urgent or important. Next, we uncover the fruit of fulfilling destiny. Each sacrifice we make nudges us closer to our divine purpose. Like a compass guiding us through the wilderness, sacrifice directs us towards the path ordained for us. We begin to align with our true calling, and in this alignment, we find fulfillment. The third fruit of sacrifice is closure. It's a powerful act of completion. When we sacrifice, we close one chapter to open another. We let go of the old to welcome the new. It's a transformative process that allows us to grow and evolve. These fruits are not just abstract concepts, they are real, tangible outcomes of sacrifice. They permeate our lives, enhancing our character, shaping our destiny, and facilitating our growth. However, it's crucial to remember that these fruits are not automatic. They require us to make conscious, intentional sacrifices. They ask us to trust in the divine process, to have faith in the God of truth, the God of the living. So we return to our initial question: are the fruits of our sacrifice worth the cost? The answer lies within each of us. It's a personal journey of discovery, of understanding the profound impact of sacrifice on our lives. But what happens when we refuse to sacrifice? What if we refuse to sacrifice? What consequences do we face? Let's delve into this question. When we say no to sacrifice, we are essentially turning our backs on the opportunity for growth and enlightenment. We are saying no to the chance to deepen our understanding, to increase our capacity for love and empathy, to enhance our spiritual development. Refusing to sacrifice often leads to a lack of harmony. We find ourselves out of sync, not just with the people around us, but also with the rhythm of life itself. We become like a discordant note in a symphony, creating jarring sounds that disrupt the beautiful music of existence. Then there's frustration. This is a common consequence of refusing to sacrifice. When we refuse to let go, to give up something for a greater good, we often find ourselves stuck in a rut. We are like a hamster on a wheel, running and running but getting nowhere. The frustration builds up, creating a wall around us, shutting us out from the joy and beauty of life. Disillusionment is another byproduct of refusal to sacrifice. When we choose the easy path, when we refuse to give up our comfort for a higher cause, we often end up feeling empty and unfulfilled. We look around and wonder, is this all there is? The joy of achievement, the satisfaction of a job well done, the fulfillment of making a difference. These are feelings that often elude those who refuse to sacrifice. The consequences of refusal are not just limited to our personal lives. They extend to our spiritual growth as well. When we refuse to sacrifice, we are refusing to take that step towards a deeper understanding of God, towards a closer relationship with the divine. In the grand scheme of things, the cost of refusal seems to outweigh the initial sacrifice. Refusal may seem like the easier path in the short term, but in the long run, the consequences can be far-reaching and profound. So let us embrace sacrifice, for in doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of growth, understanding, and spiritual fulfillment. And amidst all these, God promises to come for His people. But when and how? Let's delve into the biblical prophecy of God's return. This prophecy, deeply intertwined with the concept of sacrifice, is a beacon of hope for those who follow His teachings. In the grand tapestry of time and faith, the coming of God is a pivotal event. It is a moment when the divine intersects with the earthly, a point of convergence between the eternal and the transient. This is not an event that occurs without warning or preparation. It is a culmination, a grand finale of sorts, a reward for those who have sowed seeds of sacrifice and reaped fruits of righteousness. Now, let's consider the nature of this coming. It isn't a casual visit or a fleeting appearance. The coming of God is a monumental event, a divine intervention. It's a promise of His presence, a testament to His power, and a confirmation of His love. Notably, the prophecy of His coming isn't a standalone event. It is intrinsically linked to the concept of sacrifice. It's no secret that sacrifices are integral to the Christian faith. They're seen as offerings, as tokens of devotion, and as demonstrations of faith. But more than that, sacrifices are pathways. They're avenues leading us to greater understanding, deeper commitment, and ultimately divine rewards. Consider the words from 2 Corinthians 9:10. Now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness. This verse beautifully illustrates the connection between sacrifice, reward, and the coming of God. It suggests that our sacrifices, our seed sown, can be multiplied and can increase the fruits of our righteousness. So what does this mean for us? It means that our sacrifices are not in vain. They are not forgotten or overlooked. They are seen, acknowledged, and rewarded. The coming of God is a testament to this. It's a divine affirmation of the value and significance of our sacrifices. In essence, the coming of God is a reward for those who have sacrificed and followed His teachings. It's a divine recognition of our efforts, a heavenly acknowledgement of our faith. It's the ultimate reward for our sacrifices, a divine manifestation of the principle that there is no reward without sacrifice. So, as we contemplate the coming of God, let's remember the significance of our sacrifices. Let's remember that our sacrifices are seeds sown, destined to bear fruits of righteousness. And let's remember that the coming of God is a divine reward, a testament to the truth that our sacrifices are not in vain. So, we see that sacrifice is not merely an act, but a pathway to divine rewards. But what does the total eclipse have to do with all of this, you may ask? Well, let's delve into that. Imagine, if you will, a total eclipse. The moon, in its journey, aligns perfectly between the Earth and the Sun, casting a shadow that plunges the world into temporary darkness. It's a moment of sacrifice as the moon obscures the life-giving sun, much like how we sometimes need to forego immediate gratification for a greater purpose. But this isn't just about the momentary darkness, the sacrifice. It's also about what comes after. In the midst of the eclipse, when the sun is entirely obscured, a breathtaking spectacle unfolds. The sun's corona, usually invisible, bursts into view, a radiant ethereal halo that serves as a stunning reminder of the sun's constant presence, even when hidden. This is the reward for the sacrifice. The corona, like the fruits of sacrifice, is a spectacle that can only be seen after the light has been momentarily taken away. It's a symbol of the blessings that come after the hardship, the mastery, fulfilling destiny, and closure that follow the moments of sacrifice. On the other side of the coin, refusing to make sacrifices can lead to a lack of harmony, frustration, and disillusionment. It's like refusing to acknowledge the eclipse, denying oneself the chance to witness the awe-inspiring corona. So, when we talk about sacrifice and the rewards it brings, the metaphor of the total eclipse ties together all the themes we've been discussing. The darkness of the eclipse symbolizes the sacrifice, the temporary hardship we endure. The corona symbolizes the rewards that come after the sacrifice, the blessings that are made all the more significant because of the darkness that preceded them. Sacrifice, then, is like a total eclipse, obscuring the light momentarily, only to reveal a breathtaking spectacle. So, what have we learned about sacrifice, God's teachings, and the rewards they bring? Throughout this journey, we have dissected the essence of sacrifice, a concept deeply rooted in our spiritual and physical existence. It's not merely an act of letting go, but an expression of our faith, a testament to our commitment to a higher cause. In the grand scheme of things, sacrifice is not about deprivation. It's about giving up something good for something even better. It's about planting seeds of self-denial to reap the fruits of righteousness, as prophesied in the sacred scriptures. specifically in the second letter to the Corinthians. We've also delved into the divine teachings that illuminate our path. The teachings that remind us that God is not a person, but the ultimate truth. A truth that transcends our mortal understanding. A truth that breathes life into that which is dead. A truth that is ever present, ever living. With these teachings, we are guided to a life of purpose, a life that fulfills destiny, a life that resonates with harmony. On the flip side, the absence of these teachings can lead to a life of frustration and disillusionment. The rewards of embracing sacrifice and divine teachings are manifold. They come in various shapes and sizes, but they all lead to one thing: enrichment of our lives. It's like the cycle of the earth around the sun, an eternal dance of give and take that sustains life. And just as the sun eclipses, reminding us of its overwhelming presence, so does God. His return is inevitable, a divine event that will cast a new light on the world, a light that will only be visible to those who have sown the seeds of sacrifice and nurtured them with the teachings of truth. In the end, the cycle of sacrifice and reward is a divine truth that guides us towards a fulfilling life. The essence of our existence is intertwined with this cycle, and it's up to us to keep it spinning, to keep moving forward, to keep growing and evolving. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the power of sacrifice and the beauty of the rewards it brings. This journey we've embarked on together today has taken us through the depths of sacrifice, the divine teachings, the fruits of sacrifice, the cost of refusal, the coming of God, and the total eclipse. We've delved into the richness of the scriptures, specifically the wisdom found in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 10. This verse encapsulates the essence of sacrifice beautifully, illustrating how the seeds we sow today can yield a plentiful harvest of righteousness in the future. It's a powerful reminder that our actions have impacts, and the sacrifices we make, no matter how small or large, can bring about a profound change in our lives. Sacrifice is not just an act, it's a mindset. It's about giving of oneself, sometimes without the expectation of an immediate return. It's about understanding that the rewards of sacrifice are not always instantaneous, but they are certain. Just as a seed planted in the ground doesn't bear fruit overnight, our sacrifices may take time to yield their rewards. Yet, the promise of God is clear and unwavering. He who sows generously will also reap generously. This divine promise is a beacon of hope and a source of strength. It guides us through the trials and tribulations of life, reminding us that our sacrifices are not in vain. The concepts we've discussed today are not just theories or abstract ideas. They are practical principles that can guide our actions and decisions. They can help us navigate through the complexities of life, enabling us to find fulfillment, achieve our destiny, and avoid the pitfalls of frustration and disillusionment. But remember, understanding these concepts is just the first step. Applying them in our lives is where the real transformation begins. So, as we conclude, I invite each of you to reflect on your understanding of sacrifice and the role it plays in your life. Remember, the seed of sacrifice sown today can yield the fruit of reward tomorrow. That's the divine
Check
promise.
the description box to purchase Beginner's Education Children book, The Town of 123 by Amani Books. This unique children's book introduces young readers to the concept of numbers and counting in a fun and enjoyable way. Written by accomplished children's book author Amani, the book takes the readers on a fascinating journey through the town of 123. The magic of this book lies in its simple yet captivating narrative, bright, colorful illustrations, and easy-to-understand language. This makes it a perfect addition to your child's first book collection. Also, consider Memoirs of a Slave by Darrow Fowler, a Christian fiction book that offers a unique perspective on the history of slavery from a Christian viewpoint. This gripping narrative is a stirring amalgamation of history and personal struggle. Fowler, through his exquisite storytelling, transports the reader back to a time of trial, pain, and faith. He successfully paints a vivid picture of the life and struggles of a slave, while simultaneously embedding deep-rooted Christian beliefs and messages throughout the narrative. Your purchase not only adds a valuable addition to your personal library, but also supports the work of these brilliant authors. Each book purchased makes a significant difference, providing with the resources necessary to produce more educational and inspiring work. We must remember, we are all part of a broader community, a network of readers, writers, and thinkers. Supporting each other is not merely about financial transactions. It is about building a stronger, healthier community. It's about sharing knowledge, fostering understanding, and promoting growth. By supporting authors, you are in turn supporting literature, education, and creativity. When we choose our words wisely, we have the power to inspire, motivate, and enlighten. Each word we use has the power to shape our thoughts, our actions, world. The words we choose reflect our inner selves, our beliefs, our values. Faith is another guiding light in our lives. Faith in inner guidance gives us the strength to face the challenges of life, the courage to pursue our dreams, and the wisdom to make the right decisions. It instills in us a sense of hope, a belief in possibilities, and a trust in the journey of life. Love and kindness are universal virtues, potent forces that can change the world. Love is the essence of humanity, the foundation of every relationship. Kindness is the language of compassion, the expression of empathy. When love and kindness reign, they create a world of peace, harmony, and understanding. So let us all join hands in this noble endeavor. Let us support each other, choose our words wisely, have faith in the inner guidance, and let love and kindness reign. Let's make a conscious effort to create a world that is a reflection of our highest aspirations. I give thanks and glory to God. Amen.